Wah, wah, wah. What up, baby? Woo! Let's go. All right. If you're on the West Coast, wake your ass up. And if you're not, you're already up. Good morning to you. The reason I'm doing a live stream is because I'm always up. I wake up around 3:30 every day. And then I come and do some work, try to get it all done before the itty bitties get up, before the wife gets up, etc. So I can have a normal day as much as possible. I make my own schedule, so I wanted to make it good. Thing is, I was doing that, and I was like, why don't I just connect with the people and do it? So I'm like, all right, start streaming it. So now we're going to go through a hydration situation the way I go through it, but at the same time, y'all get to go through it with me. Blah, blah, blah. Let's have some fun right here. All right, we're going to start off with, you know what it is, Shedeur Sanders. I wanted to start with my boy LeBron. He's coming up next, but we're going to start off with Shedeur Sanders and the fact that Shedeur Sanders has taken over the sports world in conversation. Some explanation, some of it excuses, but let's hear what they're talking about on the arena gridiron with Gruden, Mr. Jay Gruden, and Skip Bayless and them boys. Let's get into that. All right, so let's go.
I want to know how you feel. What did you see from Shedeur's debut?
Yeah, first of all, I'm not in the excuse business. I don't want to hear anybody say, he didn't get any reps, they don't know the snap count. That's pro football. That's the way it's got to be sometimes. That's just the way it is, all right? This isn't a movie. This isn't Rudy. We're not going to carry it off on our shoulders, all right? You got to go out and perform. I don't think Shedeur, I don't think Dion, they don't want your excuses for their kid. They don't need them.
Yeah.
That being said, he had 3 really bad plays out of the whole game. And not really, really bad. The first one was on a naked pin where he didn't stretch the defense and he threw it right now and Kyle Hamilton almost picked it. Remember that? That was a bad play. That's easily coached. You got to get more width and depth, stretch the defense, look for your low cross, and get to the late down flat late. It's called late down flat for lazy. We get to it late. Do it too early. Next one was on the pick. He had pressure on his face. We'll talk about pressure later on. He should have taken the immediate quick out in the flat instead of trying to push it to Jerry Jeudy. I saw what he saw. The corner had his shoulders open. He thought Jeudy would cross face. Jerry fell down or did something. A terrible route by Jerry. Sat down. I don't know what the hell he was doing. That's an honest mistake. But however, if you're coaching a quarterback, you say it's 3rd down and 10. You don't have to force it to the deeper throw all the time. Let your receivers underneath make a play, get the first down.
Yeah.
And then the last one was 3rd and 10 at the end of the game. They had an out route and a go route. Jerry Judy's wide open on the out route. He tried to throw the go ball to Gabe Lavardian. He's 5'8". You got to know your matchups, right? We're not going to throw a go ball to a 5'8" receiver. He's probably throw it to him in scout team, and that's his boy. Let's give him a shot. Take the out route. Let's move the chains.
Was the accuracy of the ball good, though? Did he
Let's get a ball.
All right. Blah, blah, blah. Let's get up out of there. Okay, so in the conversation about Shedeur Sanders, I don't think that the real world, like outside of NFL world. So NFL world obviously is the participation by the players, it's by the coaches, training staff, anybody who's ever been to practice, anybody's ever been to the facility, anybody's ever been in an NFL film room where there are no microphones, where there are no reporters, where they undress grown-ass men that make 10 times more than them. But this fat belly coach who been doing it for 47 years don't want to hear it. Or the guy who's younger than you that makes no money is still your assistant coach, still your position coach, and he's telling you exactly how it goes. I don't think people really know that world. And you know how I know that? Because I'm listening to everybody in the real world. And in the real world, people are like, oh, my God, he didn't get all the reps. Oh, my God, what do you expect? And I'm like, you know what? This is your job. You know what I expect? If you want to be great at your job, be great. If you're going to be bad at your job, do what you do. Be bad. But there's a difference between you're not getting the physical repetition and you're not prepared. Because mental reps, we've seen too many examples. I don't even want to go through them. They're boring. But let's just throw out the Baker Mayfield, who wasn't a rookie, but at the same time, thrown into a situation, don't know the plays, and was able to rely on what? Muscle memory. Shedeur Sanders doesn't have muscle memory. Shedeur Sanders doesn't know how to play the game anymore unless he gets reps with exactly those guys. See, this is the thing. In the preseason, everybody was making an excuse saying, oh, he's playing with the backups. Well, that should be your advantage if you're not a backup. If you're a baller and you're playing with backups, go kill it. Go eat. But that wasn't the reason. So I'm like, dog, people are soft. People are weird. People make excuses for everything. No wonder y'all didn't make it pro. Everybody think you make it pro because you big. No, it's little dudes in the pros. You got to have the mind, body, spirit combination that is next level. I think people don't understand this. You got to be one of those Pop Warner players that stands out. You got to be one of those high school players that stands out. And there are millions of them. You got to go to college, and there's hundreds of thousands of them, and you got to be better than all of them. Come on, y'all. Like, we got to understand how special this is, right? What special ops, or y'all video game players, Marines, whatever you want to call it. Come on now. Y'all got to understand, when you get to the NFL, you've already done this. This is the base of the success pyramid, where everybody else is, where your ass is, where the real world is, at the bottom. And then from there, Pop Warner, high school, college, pros. Once you up here, you're already in that 0.01%, right? Now it's about what black belt are you. Y'all all are black belts. Are you a first degree black belt? Or are you a 17th degree black belt? And that's not based on how many years you've been playing. It ain't based on how many reps you get. I played against Tom Brady when he threw his first NFL touchdown. I was the defensive end coming around the corner. Don't clown me, y'all. I ain't get him. But coming around the corner, about a step, probably 2 steps, but a step or so away. And I'm looking like, I could get this dude. And obviously he throws the ball before I get there. We're in San Diego. You can look it up. Touchdown, Tom Brady. You know what? I walked off the field like, damn, that backup scored against us. We sorry. I'm thinking to myself, we sorry. That was Tom Brady. I had no idea. You know why? Because you can make the comparison Shedeur to Tom Brady. If you're ready for the moment, you are ready. It's okay if he ain't ready, but don't make excuses. You know how many times we've seen a guy get thrown in there and he sucks? It is what it is. Oh, man, it's crazy out here. So I'm just looking at all these people that keep making these excuses for this dude. And Jay Gruden started off by saying, ain't no excuses. Look, I didn't play as well my first game as I did some of my best games in year 4, 5, 6. I get it. I ain't stupid. That's called room for growth. But where I started, let's just say where I seen other guys start, they don't start like they need an excuse. And Shedeur didn't play horrible. He didn't get an F. He got a D. He got a D because some of these things, and this is what people are saying, smart people that know, some of these things you can look and see Shedeur should have known better, right? Like when you throwing a short route to the flat, you can't be on the receiver and throw it to him, and it almost got picked. Some of these things ain't gonna get settled by reps. Backpedaling in the pocket, you've been doing that since college, since I seen you. Come on, y'all. So we got to get better than this if we're going to really do this. So Shedeur Sanders got to fix these issues. He got the same issues. You got to have better pocket discipline. Put your eyes on the prize, which includes knowing the situation. Throw it short. I seen 2 plays, the running back wide open. He want to throw it deep. It's incomplete. I'm like, what are you doing? If you don't throw it to the easy dude, like, get your confidence up, get your reps up, you know? Help yourself, help you. You're out there hurting yourself. So it was a lot of stuff with Shedeur Sanders that I witnessed, and including a lot of the excuses that people are making for Shedeur Sanders. And I'm glad that we're starting to see people are like, nah. We're not doing that for Shedeur Sanders. All right, so I know this is early and I never do this, so y'all are waking up like, what the hell Wiley up to? Shout out to all you guys in the chat. I see you out there. Marlon Christopher, Mulligan, and Man, Patrick Edwards, all you guys, thank you. I'm going to start doing these because I'm up already. Why not? I'm just sitting here. It's quiet. I'm bored. I got somebody upstairs, like somebody living in my attic for real. I don't want to put that out there as real energy, but it's an animal or something, because every time the alarm is on, I'm in here by myself. I hear it. I mean, I videotaped it one time. I was like, can y'all hear this? He upstairs, he up there double dutching, like, I don't know what's in there. A rat? It's too big to be a rat. It's like a little baby person in there, little itty bitty. But he only comes out when everybody leaves so he can torture me. It's kind of wild. Now, speaking of torturing somebody, I want y'all to check this out. Look at this torture. LeBron's back.
Yeah, they got to get into their action right here. And they do.
Yeah. Y'all was out here clowning, LeBron's back. LeBron is back, and you're gonna be in trouble. Look at that. The King's back. The King is back. Oh, man. Damn, they got a lot of points. I thought the offense was gonna be stagnant. LeBron back. I thought they weren't going to be able to play well because LeBron's back. I thought the ball wasn't going to move because LeBron's back. Blah, blah, blah. All right, we're going to talk about LeBron for a second. And the reason I want to really talk about LeBron, let me just set the table before we get specific about his return after 7 months off from the game of basketball for sciatica, which I don't believe he really had. But, hey, I'm the biggest King fan. Even I'm like, I don't think you had no sciatica. I know I play too much sports, too many sports. You always claim your head or your back hurt when you just don't want to do it. But whatever. He old, too, 23 years. No player has ever stepped on the court in their 23rd season. Round of applause for that. I see you, LeBron. I see you, baby. Okay, now, the reason why I root so hard for LeBron, I understand some of y'all don't. Whatever. That's y'all opinion. I like tacos with ketchup. Here's the thing. Do you know how hard it is to make it to the league? I assume you do because you didn't. Right? I mean, I'm not even bragging. Kind of. But I'm not even bragging just to get in there. Your homeboy that you always be like, what's up, boy? What you doing later? And he is a free agent floating around, working at 24-hour fitness and still trying to get a gig and going to be in Barcelona one day, going to be in Bangkok the next year, and he trying to get in. And your ass love to ride shotgun in his Mercedes and get girls with him and talk about he the man. Okay, let's go another level than that, damn it. You know what I mean? Levels is up to get even to LeBron James. LeBron James at worst. I'm just going to be real with y'all because I know I hear y'all. He's a top 10 player ever. At worst. And we know he ain't 10. We know he ain't 9. He ain't 8. He ain't shit. He ain't shit. He ain't fat. I keep going, right? Point being, y'all over there showing love to your homeboy who went to school with you because he bouncing around the world. And y'all see LeBron. I don't like LeBron. I don't like LeBron. Y'all are some, I'm going to say it like the kids, haters. Anyway, so that's who LeBron is to me. I know how good I was, and I know how bad I was. I know how good and bad every player is. That's why some people love me and some people hate me, because I'm going to tell you, no, you ain't it. LeBron is it. And people were saying, oh, they ain't going to do nothing when he come back to the Lakers. He going to mess it up. He going to mess it up for Austin Reeves, and he going to mess it up for Luka. Luka had 37 last night. Well, y'all shut y'all traps. Lakers scored the most points they scored all year. Let that sink in. They scored 140, 140. The Lakers. LeBron went out there, what he had, 11, 12, and 3, 30 minutes. Started off with he went like 11 minutes without scoring. Then he was like, because you know why? Because of y'all. He came in the game, he's like, I'm going to be a facilitator. He over there playing like Magic Johnson. He just, blah, 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 right? And then about 11 minutes, he's like, wow, for 3. Wow, for 3. Then it was like a little stretch in there, like third quarter or something. Sucker had like 6 assists in like 2 minutes, 3 minutes. Yang, 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 yang. Will y'all stop playing with LeBron James? Came back, moved that ball better than they ever seen him move. They were like, damn, Luka looking at the ball like, what's this? What's this? Oh, man, LeBron James was out there balling. A team that was averaging, and they're 11-4, so that was 14 games. They had averaged 117 points. That means every time we roll out here, we're around 117. The most they ever scored was 130. LeBron shows up, they score 140. Anybody? Any questions? We got some kind of problem? We got some kind of problem here? Y'all hating on the king. He need to come off the bench. Come off the bench and slap your ass. I'll slap you if you tell me that. I'm the second best player ever at worst. At worst. The worst you could say to me, imagine this. Every single player that has ever played the game of basketball, including your daddy. Yep, I'm talking about your daddy. I'm talking about your cousin, your uncle. You, your sorry ass, didn't even make all city. And you gonna tell the second best player ever? First to me, but I ain't. That's a different conversation argument. that he needed to come off the bench, and then look what he did. Killed it. And even DeAndre Ayton, I think we're going to get out of here on this story. This is pretty dope. Because DeAndre Ayton said, dog, this dude can pass like none other. Not playing with him now. And he said he threw me the alley-oop. It felt so good. And, you know, it reminded me of the only other alley-oop I ever got from LeBron James. I'm thinking like All-Star game? I'm thinking this kind of stuff like that. He said, no. He said, LeBron James threw me an alley-oop when I was in the 8th grade. Stop messing with that man, y'all. This man throwing dimes and alley-oops to 8th graders that turn pro, that turn into his teammates that say, all hail the king. Oh, it's a beautiful thing in the neighborhood. Gonna make me cry. Dog, for real, seriously, put all this, like these politics and sports politics aside. Salute. Come on. The second best, the best ever. He right here still. Make me want to call my daddy right now. My daddy is like 77 right now. I need to call him every second of the day, right? He's still here. What are y'all talking about? This dude is so next level. Insane player. Now he's a shooter. He's a shooter. Making threes. Shooter. Knockdown shooter. Put him in the post. You got all kind of problems because he going to have his back to the basket 6'8", 260. Get your ass. Then he going to say, let me dime out of the post. That's too much post pressure. See, I know basketball. My kids out there. I just won a championship this weekend, so don't tell me I don't know basketball. Too much post pressure. Look, you cut, wing cut, corner cut, whatever you want to do. Yeah. DHO, whatever you want to do, you got problems if LeBron James is in the building. Oh, God. Insane passer, insane scorer, insane in the membrane, and now a shooter. Come on, y'all. Post presence, next level. All right, that's enough of that. Let's get into the next topic. I'm trying to move. This is what I really do, but I do it by myself. I've been doing it by myself for like 2-3 years. Ooh, pause. That sound nasty. Sound like I've just been chilling, huh? I'm usually by myself doing this. And I think of the topics. I go on the topics. I go to a few websites, usually awful announcing, number one. So if y'all get tired of me talking about the same topics, Stephen A. Smith, Ryan Clark, blame awful announcing. That's all they talk about. So I talk about it too. Shoot. I think that's what y'all care about. Because I don't watch these shows. I watch games. I ain't watching no show, somebody talking. Shut it. All right. So let's hear what Stephen A. Smith told you has to say about all the news percolating. Stephen A. Smith, you're removed from NBA Countdown. What's cracking, homie?
The New York Post is out with an article about me, and apparently it's like breaking news or something like that. Stephen A. Smith is not on NBA Countdown. I'm kind of disappointed because that means, somebody's not watching me, and I'm used to everybody watching. I negotiated a new deal with ESPN, new 5-year deal.
Talk your shit.
That deal was negotiated between June of 2024 and March into April of 2025. I didn't want to be on the show. I negotiated coming off of it. Now, I love doing NBA Countdown, but once the Countdown show is over, I got other things to do than to be in studio watching the doubleheader and coming on at halftime.
That part.
I got other stuff that I want to do to prepare for First Take the next day, the next morning, and to do an abundance of other things that I aspire to do. Of course, I'm still there to contribute. You see me, ladies and gentlemen, I'm on Monday Night Countdown for the NFL. I've been on there twice. I'll be on there a third time when the Eagles visit the Los Angeles Chargers in December, and hopefully there'll be more games. I wish I was doing every Monday Night Countdown when they're on the road because I love going to road games during football season. Doesn't bother me at all, but that's not my call. As it pertains to the NBA, I've been doing the NBA for 30 years. Inside the NBA crew, which is clearly the A team, with Barkley, Kenny Smith, Shaq, Ernie Johnson, they don't need me. But if they ever wanted me in Atlanta, I'd be there. Kendrick Perkins is my brother. Malika Andrews is fabulous. Mike Malone is great, too. Worked with him during the Western Conference Finals. And my man Brian Windhorst is just exceptional.
All right, let's get up out of there. Blah, blah, blah. So Stephen A. Smith no longer on NBA Countdown. And I noticed that a lot of people are choice with the words that they're using, including those in the media of how they're portraying this. Some are saying removed. Some are saying kicked off. Some are saying, just dismissed. Some are saying didn't want to be there. And what Stephen A. Smith is saying is like, yeah, all y'all kind of right. Now, it didn't come down from the top down, Stephen A. Smith, move away. They ain't do that. They said, Stephen A. Smith, we have now Inside the NBA. TNT is now ESPN. That show is here. And you know, don't even ask, and they don't want to ask. You're not going on that show, right? They not going to mess up. Their whole thing was to protect their baby. They was like, look, we ain't going to ESPN and sign up. Remember Barkley, Shaq, all them wouldn't sign the deals? We ain't going over there if they messing with it. So all y'all need to do is like a Pat McAfee deal. Just package this thing, keep it the same, okay? I'm not leaving Indiana if I'm Pat McAfee to go to Bristol or New York or LA. No. So there was no conversation that was going to happen where he was going on that show. And that's not a diss. It's just reality. So then now you're Stephen A. Smith, who has now been slotted on the number 2 show. This silver? Is this silver? Me wear silver, right? So he going through a negotiation that if it ends at 20 million, it's starting at 14 million or something. They're like, what? I make, what did he make there at that time? 17 or something, 16, 14, something like that. He was making less than McAfee. And shout out to Chip Osorio. Yes, this is live. I know people are like, Wiley is really like right now? Yeah, I'm a youngster now. I got my second win in life. So look, if you're Stephen A. Smith, you're like, I'm on the second best show in this category, NBA, on our network. Why? I'm First Take. I'm number 1. I have my own independent stuff. I got my Mad Dog stuff now, my political aspirations. I got a lot going on that I didn't even have going on when I first got on this show, and I've been on this show for 30 years. And let's just be real. That show never hit like they wanted it to hit. You go through all of the hosts. Say Steele, Michelle Beto, I forget, Mike Greenberg, right? Like, it just ain't, because there is a TNT/ESPN/ Inside the NBA. So Stephen A. Smith, once again, playing the game within the game, smart guy, negotiates himself out of that. And I remember already hearing about this. Y'all heard about it. It didn't make like major news because it didn't happen. But people were talking about his deal, and part of it was that countdown, right? Because they knew that Inside the NBA was coming. So why would Stephen A. Smith want to stay on that show? It's not the best show. We already know that. And how good of a show is it? You got to go. What he said was so pertinent to lifestyle, because Stephen A. Smith got to be so many places, do so many things. Think about it. If you do that show, you do the pregame. So games out here start at 7:30, West Coast. We'll see it for Leah, Nia. All right, so 7:30 game starts, so that means you got to do the pregame, what, 6? 5:30? Okay, so you got to be in there pre-production 4. At the latest, like 4 o'clock. You could pull a Stephen A. Smith, hey dog, vet rules, 4:30. And then 4:30 and the game start at 7:30? And they, oh, hell no. Hell. This is part of the reason I'm not doing major media. There's a lot of reasons, but you're going to hear, this is one. What time's the game? 7:30. Okay, what time's the end? 9:30. Why am I here at 4:30 and then gonna be here after the game? Let me not even skip that far. So 4:30 to about 6. You just getting makeup and people telling you and handing you papers, and you need to do, this is what he gonna say and this is what you thinking. Okay, what'd you feel? Celtics gonna win? I'm like, man, shut up. Like, I already know how to do this. Just turn the camera on. But you can't. It ain't ready. 6 o'clock comes, ding, 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 whatever the song is, and they play it. And then you sitting there like, now you got to say everything you already said again. You already prepped it. Now you got to say it again. And you're sitting there, okay, now, good. Now it's 7:30, ball in the air. 2 big old centers hitting it. And soon they grab it, they shoot. The centers now. Woo, 3-pointer, 7-footer, hit a 3-pointer from half court. Right, and you're sitting there, you're getting bored. It's like 8:30, halftime, 9, end of the third quarter, fourth quarter, 9:15. They take forever. The fourth quarter NBA is hell. It's library time. It takes forever, right? So Stephen A. said, he playing solitaire. He distracted. He like, this is too. It's 9:45. Now we need you back in studio. He watching these games on a multi-screen unless he had crypto and he walk across the street. Point being, it's 10 o'clock. Now you got to do your post game, and then to 11, and then they asking you questions about all the games. You ain't watch all them games. It's too many screens. Stop it. You sum it up. You reading websites. You all this, whatever. Between solitaire games, you looking at then you just say what you say, and then it's midnight. It is midnight. Listen to me, y'all. You got in there at 4:30. It's midnight, and all you did was watch some basketball game. Look, it's harder ways to make money. Like, thank you, Chip. Chip just gave me $20. This is what y'all do over here? I'm going to do lives every day. Throw some money at your boy so we can do more over here. Okay, appreciate it. That's going to Project Transition. Be greater than your greatest excuse. Love for you, Chip. Thank you. Here's the thing. All you got to do is look at it like, who in the hell wants to go from 4:30 to midnight to watch a bunch of screens, big ass Chuck E. Cheese, big old Dave and Buster's, like, and then regurgitate stuff, and then that's it. It sounds amazing to 99% of the world, right? Until you do it and keep doing it like he has for 30 years. Then you're like, what am I doing it for? I would do it if it was worth it. And being on a number 2 show, if not worse, 3 show, 4 show, count other networks, Amazon in the game now, NBC in the game now. And I've been hearing rave reviews. I don't watch those type of shows. No diss to the homies, but I'm not. At 4:30, I am driving my kids to either gymnastics, basketball, or football, right? And so I can't. And I got my phone, but it ain't for that. So why would he do it? He just told you the simple reasons. Hey, man, I'm not wearing silver. Silver? Me? Oh-ha? Take this silver off of me. And they took the silver off him. So you're not doing this show. Shout out to him for being real about that. Okay, let's move on. Oh, this statement. Patrick Beverley has no criminal record. Uh-oh. Oh, God. I'm always going to be real with y'all. And this ain't about Pat. That feels so guilty to me when somebody say, I ain't never done nothing. We ain't talking about nothing. We talking about something, and something is right now. Anyway, Patrick Beverley has no criminal record. Good for him. He may have one now. He cares deeply about his little sister, a young lady, a minor. Given that, when he unexpectedly, I didn't say that word right. Let's do it again. Unexpectedly, thank you, found her alone in the home with an 18-year-old man in the middle of the night. He was understandably concerned, as any brother would be, about his sister. However, we don't believe what followed happened the way it's been described, and we look forward to the opportunity to address that in court. Okay, now, what happened after, we're going to talk about. The crazy thing about this is, I'm going to take y'all through my thought process. This is where I come with all this, like, y'all be like, dawg, where your perspective come from? Because I be listening. Someone says an 18-year-old man, okay, you barely a man. I mean, I don't know how many days you been a man. It ain't been a year yet, right? But you days old as a man. We get the law. Even though the law is weird, because when you're 30, you could date somebody 21, and that's like 9 years. But this ain't no 9 years. His little sister ain't 9, is she? We don't know that. That's my point. How old is the sister? So the fact that she didn't mention the age of the sister makes me think she's 16 or 17, which is hella close. Put it like this. When you're 30 and you're 28, ain't nobody tripping. But when you're 18 and 16, you got all kind of legal problems. I get it. But what is the age? I need to know that. Somebody tell me. Beat it up in the chat. What's the age of this young girl? Because if she's 17 and 354 days, come on. Okay, so it gets worse, y'all. No, listen to me. It gets worse. So I was like, what happened? We all heard that, Patrick Beverley comes in as a man with his young sister. Oh, we got problems. He beat him down. Okay, he removed her and it got a little weird. And then they were saying the way it's described, don't believe it. Oh, 15. Okay, 15, we got problems. Yeah, okay, so Pat, I'm back with you, big dog. Pat, 15? My daughter. Ooh, I got too many kids. My daughter, I got 3 girls. Oh, and my 2 itty bitties is 15 and he 18. I mean, I'm asking, I guess. I can't tell how old these kids are. Some of them look older than me. But the point is, Patrick Beverley turned that into this. So we got all of this. We get all of this information from who? You would think it's the police talking. Okay. But who they talking to? His sister. Okay, so shout out to Devin Bell. Thank you for the love, big dog. ProjectTransition.org. Oh, I'm gonna do lives. Y'all be chipping in like at church. I need to be a pastor. No wonder everybody would go to church. Patrick Beverley is accused of punching his sister in the eye and choking her for up and choking her for up to 30 seconds at a home in Texas. Okay. This is taking tough love to another level if this is true, allegedly. All right, let's read it. Beverley then seemingly scolded his sister before he grabbed her by her neck with both hands. I gotta this is how I talk and think. Hold on. You there? You see your sister with a man. Okay, your sister's in the wrong because she should know better. He's too old. He's more in the wrong because he older and he like, it is. It's so weird with tough love that you actually are more harmful to the one you love in protection. You're trying to protect her, but allegedly you choking her. I'd rather her be messing with an 18-year-old than get choked out. I digress. And picked her up off the ground by having her feet come up from the floor. Okay, if this is true, you choking somebody and they lift up, that is hell to pay. I played football and that hurts. His sister claims his grasp on her neck made her feel pain. You think? And as if she was losing oxygen, yes, and unable to breathe, which lasted between 20 and 30 seconds. I don't believe any allegation, including this one, but damn, if this is true. The sister stated Beverley took her out of the bedroom by the neck and slammed her body against the walls of an open room area of the house. She claims Beverley then laid her on the sofa, stood on top of her, and punched her approximately one time. I don't know about this. Now I'm starting to, I shouldn't. Approximately? That ain't no approximation. You got hit once or not. One time on her left eye with a closed fist. The sister added Beverley made a comment that he will be the family relative to kill her. Let's talk through this. Because we all can imagine this scenario, so it's not like it's hard for us to do it. Now, nobody wants to imagine this scenario, but it is, right? It's so crazy. A 15-year-old boy messing with an 18-year-old woman. Psh, man, if you don't, I choke you if you don't do it, right? Like, it's so weird, right? An 18-year-old girl, a girl going to college, a freshman at UCLA, and I'm at St. Monica's, and I'm a sophomore? You think I ain't? Now, I grew up in the era where I saw dudes that was in the league used to go up to my high school and holler at the girls. And those girls know who they are, and them dudes know who they are. They used to come up in there. So we getting all that out the way because we know that's all illegal, unethical, whatever you want to do. Y'all have fun with that. Okay, let's talk about this situation. If you're in this moment, from the guy's perspective, he like, dog, I mean, I know it ain't right. But they could be going to the same high school. A senior at the same high school and a freshman or sophomore is 15 to 18. The dude may reclassified. I don't know. Are you just a normal 18-year-old? I'm a senior, 18. I just turned 18 and she 15. I met her at orientation. Like, what we doing here? We about to choke each other out? It could be that innocent, even though, what are you supposed to do? I met her, I was 17, Anna, and she was 15 still. I turned 18, Anna. And then I'm supposed to like break up with her because I could go now. What can I do? I ain't 21. I can't rent a car. So that's a weird law and weird stuff anyway. We got to be relative in some of this. Anyway, now from the girl's perspective, she may have been thinking this ain't that bad like the dude, or she like, this is bad and my brother crazy. And then when he comes in, oh Lord, oh Lord. Oh, Lord. And I know this is why I'm not tough, because it usually comes back to hurt you or them. Like, tough don't work. It scares people away, so I guess it does work to y'all. But every time I see somebody tough, I know, ooh, that's the one that's that close, easily triggered, and that weak. Because I could get you off your game. You tough. Why you tough, dog? Just relax. It ain't that serious. War paint football players, right? Man, if you don't calm your ass down, just go out there and hit that fool. Like, we don't need all the woofing. I'm not with that. So tough to me is like physical woofing. Point being, whatever. Patrick Beverley sees his sister. His sister's thinking like this is innocent, or she thinking, oh, I'm sneaking and this is bad. But the middle of the night, sound like they cuddling. Sound like they kicking it. Sound like they ain't tripping. They ain't got their own spot, do they? So, sounds like they were in a different mental space with this than Pat. Pat might walked in, this boy look old. He look like me. How old are you? 18? What? Or he walked in and didn't do any of this. All right, let's go from Pat Beverley's perspective. You find out the boy's older than your sister and all that stuff. He got a felony, y'all. This is a 3rd-degree felony. This is time. There's another way to dissolve this, another way to resolve this, another way to get out of this. But the fact that you get arrested, your sister who you were protecting is now an op, as the kids say, on the other side. That's saying a lot, y'all. That's saying a lot. That's saying a lot. Now, we are going to use all the other incidents and his alleged personality, because you can't tell what a person really like in real life based on how they act on a court. You think you can, you really can't. And there's some through lines. I'll give you all that. There's some commonalities at times. But I've seen a lot of guys who are psycho on the field, chill in real life, right? Rodney Harrison's one. Rodney was crazy on the field. That dude's so chill and mild manner. I can keep going. So, ugly situation right there. What do y'all think? Beat it up in the comments. Beat it up in the chat. Let me know. I just don't see. Let me say this, because I got to be honest with y'all. I don't see how this becomes this unless there's something really bad that did occur. Because my sister, right or wrong, is going to be right by my side. Your sister ain't. And I know if he got a family like mine, you've been chipping her up, taking care of Fam Bam, right? And now you're going to turn for the dude? I mean, look, love is strong. Love is strong. I got some jokes right there, but man, I don't know. Beat it up in the comments. Let me know what you think. That boy may have been, she in love. 15, they be thinking that's their husband too. They be like, he my husband and you did that to me in front of him, embarrassed me. And then that's the out. That's the out. Pat, call your lawyer. Call Letitia, whatever her name, Kuonis. Hey, ma'am. When a woman is shamed, anybody but really these situations, we know domestic. Woman is shamed, embarrassed in front of her man. Oh, that story gonna flip. She gonna protect her image and reputation and perception with the man, and then that could even go and undermine her relationship in real with her brother, especially if he ain't chipping her up billions. This is what you gotta do. He ain't been giving her the millions she been asking for. So then he catches her in this scenario, and instead of her just telling the truth, she trying to get back for all the money she asked for that he never gave her. Case dismissed. I told you I'd figure that shit out. I knew I'd figure it out. All right, I can't figure this out right now because Acho and Rex Ryan going at it. Or at least Acho going at Rex Ryan. Let's see what he's talking about.
This is dumb. And if Rex Ryan want to talk crazy about Shedeur Sanders, then let me talk crazy about Rex Ryan. Because Rex Ryan makes some imbecilic remarks.
Wow.
Truly imbecilic remarks. Like, how in the world are you going to criticize Shedeur Sanders' body language after that game? Yeah. If there's one thing Shedeur Sanders did great in that game, it was his body language. He came onto the field after halftime out of surprise. Hey, offense, let's get into it. Hey, crowd, let's get into it. I know our team has sucked up to this point. Offense ain't scored no points up to this point. I think maybe a field goal. Defense have done some things. Yeah. Hey, let's get into it. Then, after the offensive line was throwing nothing but lookout blocks. Hey, Shedeur, look out! Offensive line was throwing nothing but lookout blocks. Shedeur Sanders still maintained his poise. Still maintained his on-field integrity.
On-field integrity. Blah, blah, blah. All right, y'all. That comes on the heels of Rex Ryan saying, hey, dog, at the end of the game, what are you doing sitting on the bench and having your teammates from college have to come over and say, it's going to be okay, big dog? Like, this ain't game 7 of the World Series and you just lost it. You don't play for the Blue Jays. What the hell are you doing? And you know what? In real time, I was saying the same thing. Because you know why? We know the etiquette of the game. So if you don't respect the game, well, the game ain't going to respect you. So here we go. At the end of the game, you know what happens. Coaches must meet. I mean, it's a necessary, one of those, what do they call, voluntary mandatories. Like, you can elect to not do it, but that's going to come with consequences. Ask Isaiah Thomas, Michael Jordan, etc. Like, when you don't want to shake hands, oh, really? Like, we got problem. We got real beef. So right here, you're not there. Guess who was looking for him? Lamar Jackson. First of all, just give the jersey swap alone. But Shedeur was in his feelings. And guess what? This is what's crazy, and he has to learn. Everybody was in their feelings. But we grown-ass men. We could be having war going on inside our head, but physically, we just going to be there for the family, for the team, and for the city. You just got to represent. I don't care how it feels. And don't put your feelings above mine so that you don't actually get in line and do what we all do. Either you go to midfield and say what's up to everybody, or you go to the prayer circle, or we even give you this one. Take your ass into the locker room, dog. Go. We don't love that one, but go ahead. It's more NBA than NFL, but go ahead. You gonna sit on the bench? And this is the production of personality. Listen to me. Production of personality. I've had too many teammates. So when you lose, you already know that people expect you to look down, look sad, look like you broken down, that the game is over and the world has come to an end. Everyone expects that. But that's not reality. If you play pro sports, you can't act like that for long if you act like that at all. Want to know why? You got another game. You got another opportunity. And as Vince Lombardi would say, did you leave it all on the field? Because if you did, what you hanging your head so low for? What you soaking for? You couldn't have done any more anyway. Or you could have. A lot of times that cat doing that extra stuff is the one who didn't do enough when it was time to do it. The cat doing the extra stuff is the one who didn't do enough when it was time to do it. That's why I never tell a kid to do 110%. I say, I don't need no 110%. I don't need you going extra. Just give me all I ask for every time I ask for it, which is impossible, but good luck. Try it. I got 2 scoreboards, one for points. Everybody sees that one. And the other one just for me and you, kid, itty bitty. It's the energy effort scoreboard. Are you giving me 100? Ooh, the kids be like, yes, coach. So the point is, Shedeur, come on. Rex Ryan points that out. Salute to Rex Ryan, because he's keeping it 100 on Shedeur. I only seen a couple clips. Everybody, I can't say everybody. I hate absolutes. A lot of people out there dancing, just so that they could be on the right side if he ever turns this thing around. They're not assessing it in reality right now. Shedeur is close to horrible right now. He's close. Be real. It ain't that deep. It ain't personal. Shit. You know how many years I played that I was amazing? You know how many years I played that I sucked? Now, in the moment, I didn't want to hear that. But in reality, I already knew. One thing about an athlete, when we look in the mirror, the first person to realize that it's going downhill or it ain't all good is the athlete. Now, the first person to say it ain't the athlete. They're the last one to say it. But the first one to know it is the athlete. Shedeur, if you walk up to Shedeur right now and y'all cool and he like, man, good game. He'd be like, Ninja, please. What? Good game. He even said it post-game. That was horrible. That ain't it, right? So you got to be real with these things. Stop playing with this dude. He ain't a little baby. Now, some of the things he's done is immature. You can't sit on the end of the bench at the end of the game when it's over and it's your first NFL game. Lord, you ain't telling me how much you care. You're telling me how much you care about yourself. So I'm with Rex Ryan on that. Like, dog, if Lamar Jackson could lose playoff games where they are blaming him, he knows when he go in that locker room, it's on him. When Derrick Henry's fumbling early in the season, Buffalo, he knows they're going to say, you lost the game. Mark Andrews, I'm saying the Ravens because they play the Ravens. When they saying, you know when you walk in that locker room, woo, I can't remember vividly, but I'm sure I've jumped off sides. They scored a touchdown and we lost by 4. And I'm like, I know when I go in there, all the reports, you walk in the locker room, you know where your locker at, right? And you're like, oh shit. It looked like all the Crips, all the Bloods just got together and said, peace treaty, we about to go get this fool. All the reporters sitting there like this, locked up. And you can't even get to your locker. And then excuse me. And then they know it's on you. So the media comes, your media head coordinator comes. He's like, I'll make some way for you. And then you got to sit there. You got your back turned, acting like it's going to take forever to get dressed. Your ass doing all this stuff. And then you got to turn around. And it's 900 people looking at you like, so, they don't know if they want to start with it or end with it. Because if they start with it, y'all going to move on. If you end with it, you could go forever. So they're like, So, good game out there, really tight, highly contested. But it came down to a critical play, 3rd and 4. You jumped off sides, gave them a first down, they scored. What was going through your head? What you mean going through my head? I tell you what my body was going through. Going through that O-line before the ball was snapped, dumbass. All right, here we go. So, Shedeur, you got to, damn it. Shedeur ain't bad. Like, he ain't out of bounds. Here's the thing, what he is, though. He act like his daddy. He act like he is it. He act like he is him. Somebody tell this dude you ain't it yet. It is a reset. Tom Brady hit a reset. I don't care where you drafted. You ain't him. Cam Ward ain't him. You got drafted first. Congratulations, Cam Ward. Now what? Shedeur, you got drafted in the 5th round. Congratulations. You made it. That was nasty. Now what? That's it. Now what? Stop acting like you know what it is. No, I don't. I have seen you play 3 games in the NFL. 2 of them didn't count. They preseason. The first one, you started off on a struggle bus. And then at the end of that quarter, or when they had that little muff punt, whatever, you got good field position, then y'all start rolling. Good game. Second game, that Rams game, man, please. If you don't get out of my face with that, yuck. Nah, okay. He coming to a real game. Remember y'all said he playing with the guys that going to get cut. Even though if you're going to play with the guys who are going to get cut, you should be better than them if you ain't getting cut. You should stand out. You look worse than them. Anyway, you survived that, and now your butt in a real game. So don't be blaming your teammates. They all the best that you could get. That's the best y'all got. That's another bad game. So you are half, and your record in terms of good games to bad games, half of a good game and 2.5 bad games. And you it. And I only saying you acting like you it because you doing this stuff that only the vets, all pros, Pro Bowlers get away with, which is at the end of the game, man, forget all that, the etiquette and stuff. And even they don't do that, so I really don't understand this mindset. Go out there, say hi to Lamar Jackson, say hi to the Ravens players that you just played. And Acho, I know the defense, offense, whoever was doing something when he came in the game, they had the lead. You lost the lead for your team. I know that feels bad, but oh well, welcome to the big boy league. You lost the lead for your team. Y'all didn't score, and you lost the game. It's okay. It's the Ravens, and it's okay. You got another game. You're starting this week, okay? It's all good. But you can't act like that. I'm trying to help you. People think you're a hater. People think you all kind of things when you just like, no. It's okay to be the teacher's pet when you ain't got an A in the class. The teacher's pet, certainly, if you got an A, you can act any old kind of way. And they usually are the teacher's pet. So what are you doing with a D acting like a teacher's pet? I can't wait to this Sunday game. Whoa! Who they play? Beat it up in the chat. Let me know. Who they play? Show me who, I can't look right now. I got to get prepared for the next topic. Who does Cleveland play next? God, I can't wait to watch the game. That will be the highest rated game since the Super Bowl. Because everybody want to see if this dude going to do something. Real spit, right? Come on. You're supposed to go up. See, y'all don't respect the OGs no more. God. If I saw Lamar Jackson and I'm a rookie quarterback, then you understand he would have to get a restraining order on me. Because I am like, Lamar. I mean, I'm walking on the field. So what'd you see? Oh, what'd you see from me, big dog? What'd you think? And I'm trying to play it cool because I'm on his level, at least the NFL level. But at the same time, oh, man, I will be like, yo. And he ain't. Whatever, you'll learn. You must learn, like BDP said. Okay, now. Something going on in Philadelphia. I don't know why y'all hate. Oh, they play the Raiders next? Ooh. Thank you, Mr. Hub City. Hub City won. What's up, Compton? What's up, boy? I ain't going to throw it up, but what it do? Thank you, Mr. Hub City won. Raiders. If he don't eat against the Raiders, this is the best setup ever. His first regular season week where he's a starter. He gets all the reps as a number 1, and he gets to play the sorry-ass Raiders. And if he can't do nothing against the Raiders, where Dak Prescott, who y'all say sucks, just had 4 touchdowns, no picks, ate him up. Six. Woo! Wait. Cleveland versus the Raiders. How sick is this gonna be? The toilet bowl. Both of them not good. Don't matter. We watching it. This is why storylines matter. Drama matters. Right? Personalities matter. I am watching that game. No multi-view. Nope. No red zone this week. Yang, 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 yang. I'm watching Cleveland play the Raiders. And if he don't eat all that film session, I'm going to break it down. I'm going to give him his props, and I'm going to tell him the real. Oh, I hope he balls. Oh, I hope he balls for his sake, your fans' sake. It's going to be sick. All right, here's somebody who has ball. Let's move on to Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts is balled out of control. I mean, the dude never loses, including the Super Bowl, where he destroyed the Kansas City Chiefs and made Patrick Mahomes look like who's the better quarterback on this field today. Okay, all that said, don't matter. We still got this kind of chatter.
I've been telling you, there's a lot of people in that organization that are frustrated with the quarterback situation right now, but the quarterback understands he has them over a barrel. This is almost Carson Wentz part 2. They're not going to eat this kind of money yet. There's no way they're going to eat this kind of money. Look at the cap hit they took when they got rid of Carson, and look, it took them a couple of years to get back on solid ground again, footing, because they were handcuffed financially because of what they owed in the cap hit they took with Carson Wentz. You got the same scenario here with a bigger volume of money involved here.
Blah, blah, blah. Woo, big dog. You could tell he's he's an insider. That boy was struggling getting through them words, but hey, he ain't there for the TV. Tell by that suit too. Salute to you, respect. I heard a lot about him, and I've read up on this situation, and he's basically like, look, I know what it is. I know what it is. And this is what the dynamic is with Jalen Hurts and this team right now. So they're winning. You think winning cures all. You remember that everyone's heard that. You know, just win, baby. All these cliches, mantras. But it's not true. Because in the NFL, there are 2 war rooms. Here's the first war room. The one that they're drafting all the prospects typically from college, right? And there's another war room, which I had the privilege of seeing when I was in San Diego, which I quickly was escorted out of, which is all of the NFL active players that they think in ranking by position. And I remember seeing it. Yep, because Peyton Manning was 1. And I was like, we got Drew Brees. We just drafted Drew Brees. And I wasn't thinking like we were about to do something, but I was like, they're saying if there's any way we can upgrade in any position, we will. You just saw Quentin Williams. He just went from the Jets, he just went right to the Cowboys. Why would you trade him? That's not good for man, look, these cats upstairs, sometimes they get bored, and sometimes they're just smart. They're like, we can do better there. So even if you win a Super Bowl, even if you're making all that money, highest paid player at the time, I don't give a damn. Can we upgrade? Can we do better? And that's what they're looking at. So as much as Jalen Hurts is a winner, a champion, y'all apologize to Cam Newton right now. Is he top 10? Anybody? Is he top 10? Beat it up in the chat. So if he's not top 10, now you got to start saying, what are we giving up? So here are the positive things for Jalen Hurts. First thing is he don't turn that ball over. All them possessions are pretty. They're pure. I'm talking about he going to give you the ball back. Because football, I'm going to say it again, is a game of skill, but a greater game of will, trying to move a man down the field against his own will, right? And you got to try it. And if you have more possessions than the other team, your chances to succeed are greater. Simple as that. So that's why Jalen Hurts is so valuable, because he got, 16 touchdowns, 1 pick? Come on. Here's salute to him. The problem is you can see with the assets they have, A.J. Brown, Saquon Barkley, Vontae Smith, we can keep going. But the point is, with that, this offense need to be off the charts. It ain't? Why? Well, the reports are that Jalen Hurts goes rogue at times. The reports are he's not on the same page with the coordinators. He doesn't like that play call, or he doesn't take the read they desire, or they're handcuffing him. Basically, they're giving him an ounce and telling him to turn it into a pound when they need to give him a pound if they want him to turn it into a pound. Give him a pound worth. He got all these great players, and then it's like, well, then let me go. So Jalen likes to try it sometimes, but if you're not on this, and that's what's happening in Philly right now. Remember we heard the personality stuff, and Jalen wouldn't go to this event and that guy's party and this guy's wedding. And look, sometimes if you're the star quarterback, I ain't going to all y'all stuff. It's 52 of y'all. Hey, everybody want the quarterback there, and there's 52 of y'all. Nah, I'm good. So you got to live your life. I ain't tripping on that. But all of that is feeding and fueling this fire. Because now you start to see, how does A.J. Brown not ball out every game? Have y'all seen him in real life? Have y'all seen him ball? That dude is next level. How that guy don't get the rock every plate? It's like, oh, we got Saquon. Well, how he don't go off and crazy? Oh, we got Devontae. Man, look, don't waste my career. I don't care if it's the coaches. I don't care if it's Jalen. He's exceptional in terms of winning, but he's not elite in terms of like playing the quarterback position. Sometimes it comes back to like that draft status is telling, right? He's a second rounder, means he wasn't off the charts in terms of the tangibles. Intangibles, of course. Tangibles not off the charts. How you lose your job in the national championship game? Coach, you know Nick Saban was sitting there like, talking about a short leash. National championship game, you down at, he like, look, that means coach been thinking about it, waiting for some people to leave. Got another trick up my sleeve. Yep. And waiting. And then soon he see, enough. We ain't losing all this because of him. Wow. So what happens, I could now take that and extract it to this situation. If Jalen Hurts finds himself in a slump, this team finds itself in a slump. Now, they ain't got the quarterback on the roster and they pay him too much, so I digress. But they are waiting and trying to build up the assets and resources, and they are starting to, right, hold their breath a little bit. They about to go down. Something going to go down because you can't function this way. Too many players are side-eyeing Jalen Hurts like, yeah, we good. And too many of the executives, I'm certain, are like, how much we pay him for what? I mean, I get it, but hey, we keep winning. We keeping our jobs. Yeah, but you know, what's good now may not be great later. So I think they're caught up in that situation. Beat it up in the chat. Let me know what you guys think. Good morning, everyone, from Mr. Lucius Seedful or Needful. Let me see some of these things. Oh, man, Stewie A. Simpson says Jalen Hurts is Tebow-esque. Nah, don't do that. I know what you're saying, like he limits an offense, but Tebow has some throwing mechanical issues that Jalen doesn't have, but Tebow had the results. So I do understand where you're coming from. But sometimes in sports, I don't know why you're going or where you're going. And this is one of the times. Let's talk about it, Skatteboo. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, I get it. Oh, my God. What's going on, Cam? Okay, so everybody wants to know, is he right or wrong in this moment? Obviously, he's wrong for this reason. You're in a compromised position because you have a surgically repaired ankle. And through the rehab, let's just say one of the things that they say to not do is strenuous activity, especially when it's not in a controlled environment. So as you go through rehab, look, if we're gonna test it, we gonna test it with us monitoring it. But the last thing we're gonna do is do something as random as let's push wrestlers and let them push us back. Because anything can happen. And it doesn't have to do with you and what you're doing with the wrestler. Case in point, he pushes you. All you do is trip over the chair. Okay, case in point. You just chilling and just using your upper body, but how do you think your upper body stands up? Because of your lower body. Everything starts in the ground. Everything starts on the ground. Everything. You understand me? So that means your feet are always first in any movement, any action. When you're like, I'm about to do this, you better be grounded, right? I'm sitting on a chair with my feet on the ground. Point being, you know this. Now, you can say, look, my rehab is harder than I got pushed by him. And I understand that because I've been there before where people have seen me and I've been hurt or missed a game or missed a practice. They're like, why are you out eating? I'm like, I can walk. I just can't play football. He's like, I can push a wrestler. I just can't play football. So I understand where he's coming from in terms of I'm going to show up. Or maybe he showed up and then all this got thrown on his lap. Obviously, they know you there and you're in the building. They gave you the tickets probably, all that, blah, blah, blah. And then all of a sudden, hey, we want to write you into the script, blah, blah, blah. Point being, whenever he found out, he could have tapped out. Or you see his teammates in the back, once again, see these guys over here? See my man right here? You could have been him. But you the star. I get it. They need a star in it. The only way we're going to make this work is if Andrew Schultz and you do it. If not, I don't know. You know? Abdul Carter, I need you. But the rest of y'all just chill. I hear you. But at the same time, the wrestlers get hurt. So you don't think you could get hurt? Now let's get into the perception of this because it's bad. Ain't no way you're going to clean this up. I try to give you a way to clean it up physically, right? In terms of, all right, I was out there doing something. Here's how you can't clean it up in perception. People don't know what it takes to play ball. So their assumptions are, if you're not playing ball, you should be sitting somewhere taking a nap. You should be somewhere on some pillow mattress. You need to be fluffed up or play ball. And we know there are degrees from, hey, I can't play ball to, what? I just got to sit at home every day and just text? Nah. But he's in a situation where he's going to lose this in the PR world. And this is going to haunt you because when you come out there and you don't have a good game, you come out there and you don't respond with the ankle. You come out there and they missed you and they see how good you are playing or not playing. They're going to look back at that and say, but what if? Don't give them the what ifs. You gave them an easy what if. This is the easiest what if you could give to a fan base ever. Mark that down. We're not going to let them forget it. Yep, Mark Sanchez butt fumble. I don't know why I just thought about that. But when you give them a moment, they don't forget it. And you gave him a moment. We don't know how good he's going to be. One, the running back position, compromised right now. A little resurgence of late. Two, we don't know how good the Giants going to be. Three, you weren't like a top pick, even though everybody was like, yo, he could be. Like, I don't get this one. I don't know why you would go and not just chill. Or go and just be like you could have rolled it into the act. And then he could have swung at you and you could have been like, and sat down. Like, it's a way out of that, dog, where you get your shine. I get it. You get your shine, you get your chain like this. Like, look at me. Boy, this is what happened when you retire, big dog. This is what you got to look forward to, Skatteboo. You know what I'm saying? I get it. But at the same time, I don't get it. Why would you give him that much ammo against you? And you really, look, I'm older, but I've also been in that position before. You gave him too much. You could have got hurt. You could have got really hurt. Beat up in the comments. Let me know what y'all think. I think that's crazy. Oh, my God. We got to get into this story. This is crazy. So I always tell you guys that the media is biased, but I don't want to say it in ways where y'all thinking like, what's wrong with the media? No, it's not that. I'm not saying that. I'm saying this.
It has been 5 months since NFL training camps opened and 41 days since Joe Flacco was traded to the Cincinnati Bengals, which means at any point, QB1 of the Cleveland Browns, that being Dylan Gabriel, could have gone down as he did on Sunday against the Ravens, and Shedeur Sanders, the backup quarterback, could come in as he did. And I don't care if it is rare or never happens that a backup quarterback gets first team reps. First of all, we have a recent example on Cleveland, no less, of Dylan Gabriel getting just that when Joe Flacco was on the team. And second of all, it's never going to make sense for me for a backup quarterback to never receive first team reps to players he's actually going to have to be throwing to in real live game action. And I'm not saying that Kevin Stefanski is negligent, but what I am saying is that the act of denying first team reps to a backup quarterback in a situation where it is foreseeable that the starting quarterback might not last and or get injured because he's also a rookie, in that situation, the act of denying first team reps is negligent.
What's going on?
Furthermore, the NFL is not Major League Baseball where they have 100 plus games, or the NBA where they got 80 plus games. This is the NFL where there are 17 regular season games to try and do everything you can to get a win. The head coach is the head coach of the overall picture, particularly in Cleveland. It is insane to me for Shedeur Sanders to say the first time that he completed a pass to Jerry Jeudy was in that game yesterday. which means that it's illogical to handicap the preparation of the most important position, even at backup, particularly when both of them are rookies.
Blah, blah, blah. How did we start this show off? By just pointing out the obvious, that NFL players are different. And there's a real world and there's a reality in the NFL. And it's amazing to me how many people are trying to tell the reality of the NFL how it goes. Now, there are 32 teams in the NFL now. When I got into the league, there were only 30 teams. Point being, I could have been the first round if they had them other two teams. Let me stop. So the point being, we all do the same thing differently. So you're going to find players that say, our backups got reps with the first team. And you're going to find players that say, no, they didn't. Now, I've been on teams. No, they didn't. That doesn't mean that the other teams, they did or didn't matters. On this team, damn it, they don't. Now, you can say, well, Joe Flacco was a vet hire. You know what that means? Joe Flacco wasn't even playing in the preseason. Know what that means? Them reps are open to the next man up. Who was the next man up? Dylan Gabriel. Was it Shedeur? No. He wasn't even the first man we drafted this year. Stop it. I know when you like the girl, you don't listen to the girl. You want to hear this example? Yeah, she's super fine. Oh, you see Tiffany? Oh, she the best ever. Mm-hmm. Oh, you see her. Finally, you're going to get the nerve to talk to her. Okay? And then as soon as you speak to Tiffany, hi, Tiffany. Shut up, fool. Oh, how you doing? I hate you. Oh, you want to go out later on? Never. Oh, cool. Where you want to go? Man, I ain't going nowhere with you. My favorite restaurant is Casa Vega. Okay, you get to Casa Vega with her. She don't like you. I'm just here because it's my favorite restaurant. What you doing here? I'm paying for your food. Tiffany can tell you she don't like to cook. She loves to hang out, and she loves dudes and hanging out with multiple of them. You can hear all the stuff that's just bad. You like Tiffany. So what you doing later? You want to go hang out again this week? You get lost in the sauce of just rooting for someone and not thinking the reality. They don't get those reps. Certain places I've been, no. You think when you giving it up? These are jobs. I'm sorry. Okay, Josina, on your shows, do you just say, oh, wait a minute, who is trying to take my job? Come here. What's your name? Cameron? Okay, I'll be right back. Cameron, go. That's what it is. In the NFL, if you ain't getting the reps, somebody else is getting them, and they may be getting them good. You ever heard of Wally Pipp? Don't get Wally Pipped out here. No, we ain't giving up. When I was first team defense, what? When I don't want to go, yeah, you can have that because coach knows it's on my terms. But this is how it goes. This is how I'm going to prove it to you. When you are on a team, I don't care where you're drafted, you're not the first string. LT, LaDainian Tomlinson, was not first string first day. I remember because I was sitting next to Junior Seau, rest in peace, the great, and Rodney Harrison. We're watching LT's first rep ever. It was a 32 dive, but he did a counterclockwise spin and took off. We said, damn, oh, that boy's silly. First play ever. I remember it. Then it's a fake depth chart. You go into the locker room, LT's third string. Man, we drafted this fool 5, and he just did a counterclockwise spin. He ain't 5. He ain't third string, I should say. No, he not. Same reps, all of a sudden second string. Next thing you know, he's our starter. Fake depth chart. That's a fake depth chart because they got to just, respect the vets that been there for years, but your ass about to be on the bench. Now, once LT's the dude, don't you touch him. And then let him just run. He first string. Okay. Feeling good. Okay. All right, first team. You think that his backup is coming in? He need the mental reps. He need the physical reps. Y'all don't know how long practice is. It's 2 hours at max. We got like 10 drills to go through, 10 different groupings. We got to go through all these situations. We ain't got time to get no dude who probably ain't going to play. More than likely, he ain't getting them reps. You just ain't. Me, Dean, you ain't getting them reps. Now, if I don't want to do this one or I got hurt or nicked a little something, go ahead. I ain't give you people, stop saying reps. Job. I'm not letting you do my job. Game, practice, no. Now, you're not preparing the team. Yes, you are. Because unlike you non-athletic people out there, I don't need to do it all the time to know how it gets done. It's called muscle memory. It's called mental reps. And if you ain't getting them as a backup, you don't know how to play the game. Sorry, that's how it goes. These are the breaks. If you want more reps, earn them. Get them with your muscles. Be better. Now, or go somewhere else where they get reps as a backup. How y'all go to my house and tell me I ain't taking my shoes off? Well, you ain't coming in my house. It's just that simple. Come on. People have shown up off the street, don't even know where they're staying that night, wake up the next morning and ball out in the NFL. Come on, y'all. This dude been there for months. Pay attention. Pay attention. Not saying that he didn't, just saying that your play shows maybe you need to pay a little more. Okay? Not that deep. All right. I'm getting tired of people telling me, oh, that ain't how it is. It ain't how it was where you were. But I am not giving up my job reps. I'll be damned. Okay. Now, woosah. Beat up in the comments. Let me know what you think. Okay, I like to end on this because there's two things about me that I love. And I just want to have some fun with this. One is I love these, like, what do I call them? I love these, I don't know, these. If you knew each of these running backs would play at their peak for 12 years, who would you draft first? I love these. I love like those, what are they called, polls or something? I love polls, and the last thing I love is music and DJing, so I'm going to get you out of here quick on these. Okay, beat up in the comments. Let me know who would you draft first. Me? Okay, I didn't see that in real life, but I saw some videos. Sick. So that's Jim Brown, Gale Sayers. Out of them two, people always say, oh, if he would have played longer. What I seen, I ain't gonna lie, I like Gale Sayers a little more than Jim Brown. Walter Payton, insane. But come on, y'all. Is this a conversation? It's Barry Sanders. It is him. He is I, and I am him. Barry Sanders. It's got to be Barry Sanders. There's not even, and Eric Dixon, my favorite running back ever. There's not a conversation of who's the best running back ever. Barry, that guy right there. No one, watch him at Oklahoma State. Was it his sophomore? All his years, but sophomore, junior year. What? They should have drafted him higher than first. What? He was so good that they had to say, Thurman Thomas, can he get a couple reps? No. Who do you think he is? Shedeur Sanders? And I would draft Barry Sanders. It's not even close, okay? Who would you draft? Beat it up in the comments. And last but not least, let me just end on this. I love this. This is crazy. So they asked, best 3-run album. I was like, what? Tell me. Are these 3 albums by Nas better than these 3 albums by Pac, which is really 4 because that's a double. Now, I just saw Nas. Shout out to him. He's on the board of Payton Full Foundation. Felicia, Ben Horowitz, shout out to them. Amazing event. If you ever get the chance next year in the fall, go out to Vegas to see that. Man, this is no diss, but this ain't that. Them Pac albums, this is Pac's best album to me. Okay? Right here. Then you could go to Double Disc, which most people are going to say is his best album because it's just so many songs in the volume. But the Machiavelli, when you're like, he's gone, and this comes out, and you're like, what? It was so deep and dark. But this is the one where their emotions come out. This is where Dear Mama, oh, this is so many tears. This is when he actually went inside himself and was like, yo, kind of vulnerable, y'all. This is where he was like, let me flex. I'm back. I'm back on these streets. And this is like, I'm gone, but still here, killing it. Not to diss any of these albums, because this Nas, I still play Illmatic. Okay, Stillmatic, Illmatic, they still get played. I'm not, no. But maybe this is my West Coast bias. Y'all beat it up. But that Pac run, right? Like, look at that. Like, what do you do? What do you do with that? DJ Silent, shout out to you for that. All right, y'all, I ain't gonna keep y'all too long, man. It's time to go see the itty bitties. Love for you guys. We're going to keep this going. I'm thinking about a schedule of Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I'm thinking. Depends on how I get the preparation going and how my life flows with the itty bitties and how you guys respond to it all. But this is what I normally do. I only normally do 2 or 3 of these topics. I did it like 6 or 7. So I'm encouraged by you guys. I'm inspired. Thank you guys for rolling with your boy, and I'll talk to you later. Blah, blah, blah.